Here at the FayWhat Show, we bring you interesting interviews with incredible people from our community. Like today with Rianna Petrone. She is the Dancing Diva of the Palm Beaches and your reigning Miss Stonewall 2023-2024. Watch this. I'm super excited about my next guest. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the FayWhat Show. Meet Riri. Her name is Rianna Petrone, known to many as the Dancing Diva of the Palm Beaches. She's a former Miss Palm Beach Pride 2018. She's the reigning Miss Stonewall 23-24 and newly crowned Miss Naples Pride 2024-2025. She's an entertainer for 17 years. Rianna began at Kashmir Nightclub and owned her skills at Rebar. Haven't heard that name in forever.
Just a few years.
She's a proud member of the LeNore family with Velvet LeNore as her mama. From Wednesday to Sunday, you can find her performing at Lips Restaurant in Fort Lauderdale. Welcome to the FayWhat Show, Rianna.
Thank you for having me in your bed.
In my bed. Riri, you're such a joy.
Thank you. You are always a joy, honey.
Oh, you're so sweet. Drag queens are my mentors. They're my inspiration. Like when I'm going to go get ready or I'm going to do, I have a big event to do. I'm like, all right, how would Ree do her makeup today, right? How would Velvet do this dance move, right? How would TP light up the stage doing something? That is how I think about that kind of stuff. So, I've been trying to get you in bed for a while now.
I know.
You a little busy snatching crowns.
Well, I'm trying.
A little busy snatching crowns. Can you believe that tomorrow is the step down? Tomorrow you give back or you...
It's been a whole year.
You, what do you call it? Send it over? What do you say?
I crown a new queen.
You crown our new queen for 2024-2025.
Yep.
So thank you for being our Stonewall, Miss Stonewall for 2024-2025.
It has been an honor and a pleasure.
Was it your first year running for
No, it was my
title?
second, actually.
Okay, and?
My sister, Aaliyah from Lips, actually is the one that got to crown me.
Oh my God, how beautiful is that? I love me some Aaliyah. Aaliyah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
love you. You're a sweetheart, mama.
She's my crazy sister.
She is, right? Is she really like that, all the time? Because, she strikes me as, that little sister that you gotta go, oh, yeah, remember what I told you?
Oh, yeah, we were always giggling and stuff in the dressing room at work and kikiing, going to the bars, just hanging out, even especially working or even after work.
Yeah, no, she's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. So you've been our reigning Miss Stonewall, and now this Saturday is the parade. You're a part of a lot of prides, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you it's not like a favorite. I believe that we should have as many prides as we need to have.
Oh, absolutely. I'll never have a favorite pride I pride is as a whole pride.
Yeah.
It's just I have a title and I'm from Palm Beach.
Mm-hmm.
I work down here most of the week. So Broward is a big part of my life. I'm also a big part of Naples now.
Yeah.
As the new queen there. But I've worked there for years. I've been lucky enough to be able to do a little traveling here and there.
Yeah, I was going to say
bi-coastal.
You're bi-coastal, but she ain't, right?
But I ain't bi.
She ain't bi. Is Patron your favorite tequila? Is that why you named yourself that? No, where did that come from?
Well, I had a friend growing up in high school. His last name was Petrone.
Like Italian.
It's Italian, yeah.
Us alcoholics, you know what we were all thinking, right? You too. We were all thinking that she was named after Patron the tequila.
No, honey, I'm a vodka girl, honey. I'm a vodka girl. I'll take a little shot of tequila once in a while.
Every once in a while.
With my mama or something, because she loves her some tequila.
Mm-hmm. So you're considered the Dancing Diva of the Palm Beaches, and you've been dancing for years, right? Your whole life? Because I know you've been entertaining us, and we're so happy to have had your talent with us for the last 17, 18 years,
it would be
girl.
17 years. It was 17 years in May.
Wow. Okay, have you been dancing the whole time?
I've learned how to hone my skills as a dancer, especially learning how to dance in heels. My drag mother, as you know, Velvet, she is a trained dancer. So she had taught me how to dance in heels, how to move my body.
But you already came with some already, right?
A little bit, because I was in gymnastics as a kid.
Yeah.
And I was also in marching band in high school. So I learned how to do color guard and all that kind of swing flags and all that kind of stuff.
Well, okay, I know how you met LeNore. I know how you met your mama, and I know how she picked you up. Our viewers don't, and I want you to give them a quick synopsis of that. But before you do that, is there anybody in your LeNore family that can't dance? Does she, when Velvet picks you up, does she go, okay, baby, I want to help you?
We've had a couple of girls with 2 left feet.
Because Because I'm like imagining Miss Velvet's face going, all right, baby girl, I want to help you, but you got 2 left feet. So I can't because I don't want to mess up the LeNore name, right? We just go to the left. We add them in at the end of the song and it'll be fine.
Well, no, I mean, all the people in our family, or everybody's talented in some way.
Yeah.
So there's always a talent somewhere.
And she uses it.
And we always use it. Yes.
And that's, okay, so tell me how you met Miss Velvet.
Well, I mean, I met Velvet actually before I started drag. Mm-hmm. I had met Velvet at a club called Kashmir Nightclub. When you had started? It was before I had started drag.
Okay.
I had met her. She was one of the first drag queens I ever saw on stage. My sister, Valerie Dior, she's part of the LeNore family. Mm-hmm. She was also one of the first girls I ever saw.
Wow.
So, and then she had met me just in passing, and it was lovely. And then I started drag. The second performance I had done on a night called, what was it called? Oh my God. It was so long ago. It was like the amateur night, you know, and I had performed, and she had grabbed me by the arm after I performed. She goes, "You come here," and dragged me into the dressing room and says, "You have something. I want to teach you.
I love that.
I want to come over to my house on Monday. I'm going to give you a whole bag of crap."
Well, I mean, that's how you get me to your house.
Oh, yeah.
If you tell me you got a whole bag of clothes for me or stuff, I'm going.
Oh, honey, if I hear something about purses or shoes, I'm on my way.
Oh, my God. You know, Velvet, it's just like, Velvet has a certain, she's got so many strengths, you know, but she could really see something in people.
She always can see somebody.
I see your siblings over there, and I'm just like, each one is individually talented, individually spectacular, individually looking for that space of family that you have all provided for each other.
Exactly.
You know? So are you like the second mom?
I'm the big sister for the most part.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to
like we never say we're a house. We're not a house. We're not
you're a family. We're a family.
Like many hearts, many souls, one heart.
Yeah.
Like we're all together. We're always together.
Well, I mean, and we live in Florida, Riri, you know, where our kids are being told that they shouldn't be gay, that they can't be gay. We're called pedophiles and groomers everywhere we go. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know where I'd be without my chosen family.
Absolutely. I mean, I have my real family, and there's only a few of them. I don't really talk to a whole lot of them because, you know, there's distance and there's
distance.
Sometimes that's a good distance. But my chosen family is who I talk to every day.
Yeah. And
who I see every day, honestly.
And they're so important. How long have you been over at Lips now?
I have been at Lips for 3.5 years.
Wow. Okay, so in 3.5 years, and I heard through the grapevine that you were just promoted and you've only been there 3.5 years.
I wouldn't say promoted. I mean, I've taken on some more responsibilities. I'm a server, performer, I'm a bartender. I've been taking on a little bit of managerial duties to help out.
Yeah.
So that's been great.
But that to me is a promotion because I've met the owner of Lips and he doesn't trust everybody as he shouldn't. You know what I mean? So to have that, you know, that accolade just means that he really trusts in you and your talent and your organization and you being a good employee, you know, aside from being a ginormously amazing, talented entertainer, you know? You know, I go to Lips as much as possible, and because it is like for us LGBTQ plus people, it's an easy go-to, right? We know our friends work there, right? We know we're gonna get good drag, food is delicious, we're good.
Good cocktails.
Some really good cocktails, right? Because this girl, like, she'll be pouring like this. I'll be like, girl, like people are like, oh my God. Anyway,
I got a heavy hand, honey.
Heavy hand. So, and Lips is just one of those places that it's here, down here, it's in New York, it's in other places.
Yep, we have 5 locations.
5 locations. So for the most part, you will see a room full of straight people, though.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what people don't remember.
A good 70-80% of our clientele is mostly geared towards straight women. For their bachelorette parties, their
birthday parties, for divorce parties.
Honey, we get the divorce parties at least once or twice a week.
And those are like the fucking craziest.
Oh,
probably,
yeah.
Right?
They're like, I'm free!
I'm free! Okay, and then also on your, which again, I don't even know in what time you find to have friends and be nice and sit on my fucking table, sit on my bed, because you work at Lips all the time, and then on your days off, you're promoting, you're performing, you're doing all of that. Straight audiences or gay audiences, which are harder?
That's a hard question.
I know, because it's completely night and day.
When it comes to, like, let's say the gay community, they're like, oh, we love drag queens. We know them. We see them all the time. Straight crowds are always just kind of like,
enamored.
What is that? It's like a princess. But I'm a queen, honey.
But honestly, forget that.
There's no easy way of explaining that because all crowds are going to still give you either energy or acceptance or
nothing, which could happen also.
It does happen.
So I guess that's true. That wasn't a fair question because it's true. It's whenever I'm on a stage, it's about reading the room, feeling the room, feeling the energy. Are they there for you? Were they dragged there?
Exactly.
Pun intended. Pun intended. Against their will, you just never know.
You never know. All we could do is just be open and loving people and give them a show
and be you.
And entertain.
And be you. I always love when you guys always find that one straight boy in the audience that got dragged there or wasn't expected to be called out. You always find him. And there's never the guy always ends up smiling at the end of it. He's always having a great time.
That person, we always tend to bring him on stage and test out our famous frozen Cosmo. And he has to do a taste test. And then he's just like, What did I just get myself into? What did I get myself into? And then literally, while he's usually leaving smiling, almost always.
Of course, and you've changed the whole dynamic and outlook as to what our community stands for. I know that sounds crazy. You're like, come on, Faye, you're going real far. But it's the truth, though. A lot of people don't know that we're just like fucking everybody else. I know that sounds mind-blowing to some people, but it's true. Some people really do think that we're from another planet. And it's just,
I was born here, on this planet. Just like you.
Right? She goes to the bathroom just like everybody else. Craziest thing that's happened on your shift at Lips? Anything crazy? I mean, you've got to have...
Oh, gosh.
You've got to have the drunk girls. You've got to have the people who crash
we always
the stage.
Get the white girl wasted girls. Always. I mean, white girl wasted.
That unlimited mimosas will do it to you.
They will. They will. I had some girl pass out in the bathroom, and I saw all her friends go scurrying out into the bathroom. I'm like, why is there a stampede of women? They're like, oh, my girl passed out. Oh, my God. I'm like, I'll get you some water.
Oh, my goodness.
On a cold compress. Wake her up.
Learn how to handle your liquor, white girls. Jesus. Yeah. And liquor while you're there.
Of course.
You call yourself a female illusionist, right? Do you prefer that to drag queen?
Not really. I mean, drag queen is what I am, is a drag queen. I'm a drag artist. But a female illusionist is more of a professional term.
Okay.
Because I'm in the illusion of being a female.
Yeah.
Because I'm not trans. I'm not, the non-binary.
You're not non-binary.
I'm not, I'm just
you're a gay boy.
A gay guy dressed in drag.
Yeah.
For entertainment purposes. And to have a good time.
Well, you're in drag a lot.
Yes.
Okay. So what happens, and I know that I've been guilty of it. When we first met, I think it was a couple months in that we had been doing a bunch of events together.
Yeah.
And then you came up to me as a boy at some event and I was like, who the fuck is this? Right? And the thing is that
it happens every day.
You're still in your same body. So you're like, hey, Faye, what's up, baby? And I'm like,
she's like,
and then somebody came up to me and was like, that's Rihanna. And I was like, oh shit. Right? You know what I mean? So that happens to you all the time.
Every time I go out as a boy.
And you don't take that shit personal anymore. No. Do you find yourself having to educate people on the fact that not all drag queens are trans?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people it's just kind of a misconception.
Yeah.
It's not anything offensive. It's not anything bad. They're like, wait a minute. Didn't you have big hips? I'm like, yeah, I do. They're in the trunk. Where's your boobs? They're in the trunk.
I might have them on later on if you stay tuned and go get your dollar bills. I'm just saying, Is there an outfit or a costume that you put on once and said, hell no, I'll never wear this shit again to perform? This just did not work.
Oh, of course.
What?
Sometimes when you order stuff online or you get you go on Facebook Marketplace and you find a really nice costume. It's so pretty, looks great. You get it in the mail and you're like, all right, well, let's try it. Let me put some stones on it and I'll squeeze my big butt into it. And then I go and perform in it and okay, yeah, we're going to put that away.
And that's never going to come out again.
Put that in the closet. Right? I'm going to give it to some young, skinnier girl and then it'll be fine.
Listen, let me tell you, folks, Temu and Wish and all those people, yes, I buy stuff from there sometimes.
Oh, me too.
But the reality that I have to buy an XXL.
Oh, that freaks me out.
It's crazy. Nothing against them, but That's the size I have to wear.
I do too. I have to always order a XL or 2XL.
So, okay. Amanda Austin.
Mm-hmm.
Does she always smell that good?
Yeah.
Really? Even
She
after,
always smells
like,
good.
fucking bitch. Like, even after, like, a whole night of up there and sweating with everybody, she still smells good? Jesus. Who's your favorite queen to work with at Lips? Aside from your mom.
Well, besides Velvet, of course. I would probably say Nicole T. Phillips.
I love Nicole.
She's a good time.
I love Nicole. That bitch is funny. She's talented. And when you see Nicole on stage, you never know what she's going to come up with. Like, sometimes she'll come up with some sultry, like jazzy, like, you know, very black, wonderful song. And then another time, it'll just be like, nope, I'm a white bitch tonight. You know, like, you just never know.
I love it.
You never know.
She does a Melissa Etheridge show. Love You Like You Do.
I would have never expected those two to go together.
It is so awesome. She gets right into it, like, punk rock girl. It's so fabulous. She's also a good friend outside of work too.
Yeah, no, and
we hang out all the time.
She's so supportive. Also, like, she really is.
We're also very like business wise alike. We're both always like, you got it. I got you got it.
But don't you have to be though, Ray? Are you gonna be a drag queen forever? If you could,
as long as I can do it.
Okay, you'll do it for as long as you could. And I get it. I mean, get that money, you know, but you have to be smart about it. A lot of people will work and spend and then not have anything to show for it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and it's not.
It's been like that kind of since the pandemic. I've just kind of always been on a budget.
Okay.
You know, I leave myself a little bit to go have a good time. The rest goes away because
it has to.
You know, and I love shopping. I love going to
the outlet
malls. I love me a bargain. You know, Poshmark and TikTok and YouTube and all these places you could buy stuff on now is all you have to do is hit click.
And that's got to be very helpful, you know? Do you also have like a queen or somebody who makes your
Yes, I have a couple of people actually over the years. Erica Norell made this. Erica Norell made this little piece.
I don't know how she finds time
This is like her signature shoulders.
Yeah, no, I think I ordered something from her for Pride back in 2021. I'm still waiting.
But she's a hoot. She's so talented, incredibly talented.
One. That is another one.
Maria Contessa. I know Lady Marissa has made a couple things for me.
I love Miss Marissa.
I also have a couple girls in West Palm. Melissa St. John, I don't know if you know she sews.
Yes, of course. Oh, I didn't know she sews.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Also, Lupita Hollywood.
Oh my God, Lupita sews too?
Yeah. She sewed my stuff for the first time I did Stonewall.
Oh, Lupita, what did you guys had me up there in West Palm for your Palm Beach Pride
Palm Beach Pride,
where Lupita had run for one of the crowns a couple years back, and I had no idea that she did clothes as well.
Oh yeah,
very talented.
She makes just about everything she owns.
Very talented. I got Lupita. I'm calling you. Talking about Erica Norell. Erica has been in the business for about 30 years, and she has legendary, right? And she's decided to come back and start going out for crowns again.
Yes, she has.
So find out, right? When she came back and she won Miss Out South Florida, I was like,
yep,
she's back. She's back. So speaking about
the crowned queen of queens.
Speaking of crowns, how many crowns do you have so far? Can
Currently,
you name them off? If we do a quick speed lightning round, I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1. You've got to say all your crowns.
Okay.
Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Miss Palm Beach Pride 2018, Miss Stonewall 2023, and Miss Naples Pride 2024.
That's it?
Yeah, just 3.
That's all?
Yeah.
God, I feel like you've got more.
No.
Well, in my book, I got at least 5 more, just to let you know.
I've got some feelers out there for the future, so we're going to be working towards some new stuff.
And you've got such an incredible support system.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that has to be.
I have girls that are yes girls, and I have girls that are no.
No, like hell no.
Nicole is one of them. Velvet is the other. No, girl, what? You wore that last time. You can't wear that again.
That smells. Can you please Febreze that before you put that back?
She made me, when I won Stonewall, when I did win Miss Stonewall, I had all this couple other things already set up. She goes, that's not enough.
That's not gonna work.
That's not gonna work. It's too costumey, too flashy. You need something sleek.
Well, and that's the problem right there. When you get stuff from Timo or these places, you gotta take it to the next step, your own, with your own talent, right? Bedazzle it in some sort.
Yeah. Well,
whatever,
I mean, I even had like a gown made,
uh-huh,
and they said that it was too much. I had like feathers and stuff, and they were like, no, you need to wear something else. We need to. It's what else do you got? I had to dig through my closet. I found this dress that I got on Facebook. It was just a cute, swirly, like pink gown that I wore, that I wore an evening gown in. And Nicole goes, bring it to me.
That's it.
And I'm going to have it stoned. We're going to get it ready and you'll be fine.
And she was right.
And she was right.
And she was right. And maybe that other big ass dress wouldn't have fit in the little stage that is the Eagle, where we have
oh my God.
So I mean, I guess they knew. Nicole knows what she's talking about.
She does.
You have a great relationship with your sisters, with your chosen family, with your girls at Lips. Are you in a relationship like intimately?
No.
Is it hard to date you because of everything that you do?
That is a very loaded question as well.
So the answer is yes.
It is very hard. Yeah, I guess so. I live a very nightlife lifestyle. Either whether I'm working in clubs or working at Lips, I don't have like an evening to go out for dinner. Yeah. It'd have to be like on a Monday or a Tuesday when any normal person would be at work.
Yeah.
And
a lot of places are closed.
And a lot of places are closed on Mondays, Tuesdays, of course. Okay. So, also because I do drag, that's not exactly always the most appealing thing to people. They're like, wait, you want to be a girl? Yeah. Like, no, that's not really what it is. Yeah. I just dress up as a girl to entertain and perform and work. Yeah. Because that's my job. But, it is kind of hard only because, and I'm also very
picky.
I'm a little picky. I'm picky.
And that's a lot to go through on your first date. All right, motherfucker, how much time you got? First of all.
I mean, I have been on every date I could possibly think of. I don't tell them I'm a drag queen if they don't know that already.
That's what I was going to ask you. The first date you don't go
Sometimes I don't. If I've gone in a few dates without telling them, and then they found out later, and they're like, oh, okay. Then a week later, they ghost me. They're like, oh, it's too much. Or I've immediately told them, they're like, oh, can I come out with you and come see one of your shows? Oh, yeah, absolutely. They come to one of my shows, they're like, oh,
I can't be a part of this.
It's
too much.
And then there's also the third part, the center of attention thing.
That they can't deal with you being the center of attention.
It's not my fault.
No, at all.
But it's part of who I am and what I do. When I'm not in drag, you can have it all. Yeah. You could be whoever you want to be, and
I'll be in the shadows, no problem. But that's my job.
It's my job.
The spotlight on me is my job.
Literally,
and there's a lot of
and figuratively,
and there's a lot of people in our community that are not secure enough to be able to understand that or differentiate that this is your job, right? Like a bartender uses bottles to make drinks; those are his tools. That's his job, exactly. Right? It doesn't mean that he's at.
And unfortunately, I do have to wear any dress when I do it.
But that's your. And again, it's all about the sense of security that this boy needs to have to be able to get all of this. You know what I mean?
Hard. Like it's very hard.
It's gotta be hard. But
I haven't actually been in a full-on relationship since I started drag.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I've dated a few people over the years. Went out for a few weeks, a week. Nothing substantial.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, but and unfortunately, I'm married to my work.
No, you are.
My dog at home too.
All of that keeps you super busy. Yeah. So, but I mean, I know that when you get home and it's 3:30 in the morning and you've already washed your tights and and you're like, okay, all my makeup's off and you're with your dog. Sometimes you want to have that other person there that's just there supporting you, and you deserve that. That's
I think everybody deserves somebody. Yeah. Everybody deserves to have somebody that loves them and. Luckily, I have love, enough love.
You do, and it's better to be alone than be with the wrong person. Exactly. Also, get that right, because there's also a lot of drag chasers. There are boys that I know myself that are just so enamored with the fact that these girls are entertainers that they want them like that all the time.
Oh my God, yeah.
And when they're done, it's 9 to 5. Boom, I punched out. I get to be who I really am. You know what I mean? And that's a mind fuck to a lot of guys.
It is,
and they can't. They just can't. Unfortunately, a lot of boys have their brain in their penis.
Yeah. And sometimes they're not sure which is thinking or not.
Whose turn is it? Whose turn is it?
Exactly.
Guilty pleasures. Okay? What is your guilty pleasure? What do you like to binge watch at home when nobody's looking? What would be something that people would be surprised to know that you do on your off time?
I love documentaries.
I love documentaries.
I love documentaries, especially anything involving history, world wars, ancient Egypt.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
British history I'm very fascinated with.
I love that. Did you see The Queen or the
The Crown.
or all
Yeah.
that? My wife was addicted to
I
it.
haven't watched the last season, so that's kind of on my list. After,
She dies.
After. Shh. They both do.
They both do. One of your guilty pleasures that I know of is that you love young Sheldon.
I do. I'm actually currently on season 6 of Big Bang Theory.
Do you folks know? Okay, so Young Sheldon is a spin-off of The Big Bang Theory. And The Big Bang Theory is just such a great show. And it's about these scientists and what's her name? Malene Bialik?
Yeah, I can never pronounce her name. I'm afraid to ruin it.
Right? Is on it. And it was a great show. And there were also...
It is actually one of my all-time favorite sitcoms.
Haley Kuko is the girl.
Yep.
And it's super cute. Super, super cute. So there's a spin-off of that is Sheldon as a kid.
As a kid.
That's got a couple of seasons. And so I saw that you posted that.
Yeah, I have watched the last episode. They did a really great job with it. And then I'm like, okay, well, I might as well rewatch Big Bang Theory for the 4th time.
Oh, but why do you like it so much?
Big Bang Theory, I'm a huge nerd.
Okay.
Like, I love Star Trek, Star Wars, science fiction, just anything that's in space. Everything. Star Trek is my #1 favorite thing in the whole world.
I love that.
It's
but
a weird pleasure of mine.
No, but I love that.
I have models of Star Trek ships in my house. I was a Starfleet officer when we did our science fiction show at Lips. Everybody's like, wow, she's a nerd. Really, really big nerd. Like, I'm the queen of nerds.
Oh, but I love nerds.
So their show is basically around 4 nerds that are scientists.
Yep.
But they're also everything scientific and nerdy, and they love video games. They love comic books and Star Trek and Star Wars.
But Sheldon is on another level of like OCD.
Oh my God, yeah.
And like, you know.
I'm actually super OCD.
Oh, are you? Do you have to like make sure that like the door is closed and you have to check it 3 times and stuff like that? No.
Not to that level.
Okay.
I'm very analytical with like my clothes, and when something's freaking me out, I'm just like, I start spazzing out.
Oh, so that must be perfect for all this. That's why all this makes sense. That's why all this works out so well.
I even thought that I was diagnosed with ADD as a kid. You know, I was put on Ritalin, like, you know, the 90s were.
Yeah.
They were wrong. I have OCD, not ADD.
Not ADD. Wrong acronym, bitches.
I guess. I don't know. It's too late now.
It's too late now. So, you know, it's the week of Wilton Manor's Stonewall Pride Parade and Festival. And every year this will be my 3rd year that I get to announce the parade from the main stage. And it's like such an honor to see the floats, the people running for office, the organizations, all the bars. Like, it's just, it's really, it makes your hair stand when you see how important Pride is to all of us. And you are our incredible Miss Stonewall for 23-24. What does Pride mean to you?
Pride means family.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Because whether maybe you don't have a close relationship with your family, or maybe you do, but your family is your Pride family.
Yeah.
Like the people, like even you're considered family to me.
Mm-hmm.
We hang out all the time. We see each other in between bars or at events every time. We're like, hey, girl.
Yep. And it's one of those things that when you see your family across the room, right? If you're alone, all of a sudden you're like, okay, I got somebody here. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's always the case when we see each other or when you see your chosen family out at any event. And so Pride encompasses that, right? It's like, and if you maybe don't have family or you're shunned by your family, Pride's a good place to meet some good people.
And I guarantee you will find someone to hang out with.
Yes, by the end of it, you will have your own chosen family. I'm not even like playing with you, honestly.